I want to welcome you guys to Vinnies Talk back in the garage, man, and special podcast here. So I hope you guys enjoy it. This is episode 41 of Vinnies Talk. Beautiful day, guys.
Dry the tears from your eyes. Let's don't let a good thing die. Oh no, 'cause honey, you know I'll never lie to you.
Welcome to Vinnies Talk. Man, it's been a while, guys, but we're back. We're back, and we're awesome. Still just a little bit dealing with some of the symptoms of what the hell I was dealing with. Not quite sure, but hey, man, this is Vinnie's Talk, and we are on live, baby. This is episode 41. I haven't been able to do a podcast here in about a month and a half because I was dealing, like I said before, in my latest podcast. You guys can check out episode 40. We did a little special podcast at the Channel Lake State Park. So if you guys want to check that out, it's on my YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe today. Anyways, man, I want to welcome you guys to Vinnie's Talk, man. Today is a beautiful day. It's a little windy outside. We got, I think, 2 or 3 more days of 50 degrees, 55, 56, high of 54 today, I believe it was. I took the bike out a little bit, so that was nice. But yeah, man, the reason why I haven't been doing my daily podcast or weekly podcast is because, man, I wasn't feeling underneath the weather. I was dealing with some chronic issues with my stomach, still am, and I'm doing a lot better than I was. It's no joke when you're going through something as a sort of IBS or SIBO, or really they don't know what it is, because it could be pretty much anything, but I am facing forward. I am dealing with it the way that I know, and I know that I will be just fine. And yeah, it's gonna take a while, but what are you gonna do? You have to keep striving and you have to move forward, because my stomach will heal itself. No matter how much gas, no matter how much pain you're in, you got to keep going. So yeah, that's another reason why I wasn't doing my podcast, because I was under the weather. Wasn't really feeling great, didn't really go out much, and wasn't even drawing, and which was really depressing because I really enjoy drawing and I need to get back to drawing. And so I am very positive that I will, and that more positive things are coming my way. As you guys can see, we have the Vinnie's Talk logo here. We have some of my artwork, if you guys don't see that. And I'm very happy to be on the podcast today. Now, I know that I was talking about several things before I had gone missing, all right, about bringing some live readings about the Titanic, the book, one of the books that I had just bought and received from Amazon. We will be doing that probably within, I don't know, maybe within the next week or so, because I wanted to do some reviews on that, and another special podcast that I really want to bring to you guys and all my people that are Titanic fans. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of the White Star Line, one of the best, greatest stories in the world, the Titanic. And those who don't know that about me, that I really love the movie, both of the movies, the James Cameron film and A Night to Remember, Titanic. I mean, you can't go wrong with either of the films. They're really great. Now I know the James Cameron film has the love story in it, which we all know is fictional, but that movie is freaking amazing, and I still love it. I mean, I still love Kate Winslet. I love Leonardo DiCaprio in the movie. It was a great movie, old school classic. But this year will be the 109th year anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic, and we will be doing something probably. I want to be doing something like a special anniversary on the night of the sinking in April. So I will be bringing some type of a podcast to you guys so we could get that on the line and get something in order for that. I've been planning on doing that way beforehand, before I wasn't on YouTube or whatever. So I'm just happy to be back, and yeah, I'm just thinking about spring. We had a long winter. I want to say it wasn't too bad. I feel like we got pounded with snow in February, so now we're still in the chilly months here. We've been getting lucky with some 60s and 50s. I feel like we're not out of the woods yet as far as cold goes. We're probably still going to have maybe like 1 or 2 more days, or maybe a week or two of light snow, or just not really pleasant days like 30s or 40s degree days, which is fine, but not really. But Chicago, man, what do you expect? You know what I mean? But I do have a lot of new art pieces that I need to finish that I haven't been able to work on because I've just been so like not really in the mood to do pretty much anything. But last week and a half, 2 weeks, I've been trying to recover and get back on task, and that's what I'm doing. So I want to get back to my art, I want to get back to these podcasts, and back in the groove, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. And we are just getting ready for the summer. I mean, today, like I said, today was a good day. We went out, rode a little bit. Even though it was a little bit chilly when I was riding today, I was like, wow. It was, I thought it was going to be a little bit warmer. But I felt that cold breeze. And I didn't really stay out too long because it was getting cold, so I headed home. But I think tomorrow's supposed to be in the 50s again, maybe a little bit warmer, less windy than it was today, so that'll be good. But yeah, I'm really excited about the next month and doing that, that Titanic 109th anniversary. Can you believe it? It's been almost 109 years since the tragic loss of life. Not only tragic loss of life, but one of the most greatest ships in the world has, went down to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. And it was a tragic day, but also an amazing story. So many people that were on that ship that their stories weren't told. And on my podcast, I talk a lot about some of the survivors, some of the people that didn't make it. We talk a lot about that, and we talk about just different angles of the story. Why it hit the iceberg, how they could have tried to avoid it. To this day, the iceberg was, to me, I just felt like that they didn't have enough. They didn't have enough reaction time. Well, as far as reaction time goes, I mean, the officers were really good as far as getting people on the lifeboats, even though they didn't have enough lifeboats. The reaction time, I mean, is that if they would have seen the iceberg I feel like if they would have seen it a little sooner, then they might have had more of a chance to actually turn the ship, and steer clear of hitting the side of her, you know what I mean? But I feel like they were going so fast. Mind you, the captain of the ship wanted to say he wanted her to go as fast as she possibly could, and the engines, and that's another reason why I felt like they just didn't have enough time, you know what I mean? But it's crazy. You think about it, the power that they use for these engines were coal. They had so many guys working down there, and a lot of the guys didn't make it out. But see, in the movie they show you when they hit the iceberg, the spouts, the ice hits the interior of the ship, and you see the water just spraying in. Now, these guys, some of the guys that were down there didn't have enough time to react, to either get out of there or whatnot. But that ship was made to withstand, I think it was 4 watertight doors. Was it 4? But since it flooded the 5th one, and it flooded into the 4th one, 4th and 5th one, that they for sure knew that the ship was going down. So, on the alternative end of it, the Titanic was meant to, withstand some water. But obviously, the impact of the fucking iceberg, the impact of the ice, and not being able to keep that water in those watertight doors and stop it from going into other compartments was a tragic loss of life, man. It was a tragic story, but it was such an amazing journey. Can you imagine all the people that loved and were so happy to be on that ship, and then for it all to just come to an end? That's why I'm just a big fan of the story. I love history, man, and Titanic is just one of the things that's in that history. I mean, as far as history goes, Titanic is in there. Just as Elvis Presley, great singer, one of my favorite artists. There's a lot of history that we have, in this world that they are trying to get rid of. We don't want to erase our history. We want to remember the legends, remember our history, and keep that artifact, keep that into a special place, you know what I mean? But man, we're live here in Vinnies Talk, man. It's great to be back. Gonna be doing some new art. Gonna be working on some new art soon. Can't wait to get to it. And I'm happy I was on my bike the other day, and my bike today was pretty good. But yeah, I want to just try some new things as far as my art goes, and get out there and just explore, man, because we only got one life. We have to, no matter what you're going through, if you're going through some pain, gotta get through it, you know what I mean? But see, when I was a lot younger, I was going through a lot as a kid. I didn't take the pain very well, but now you're older, you learn to cope with it more, you get used to it. So that's how I am now. I'm just kind of like, ugh, whatever, you know what I mean? So you just get used to it. But yeah, I'm just striving to do better things and work on my podcast more, and also get back to my art. Because like I said, I haven't been drawing in a while, and I have this Wonder Woman sketch that I was working on, and I also want to try some new things with the coloring of this piece that I was working on that I don't think I've ever tried before, and I think that it could be pretty cool. So oh yeah, and the new Wonder Woman movie is coming out on DVD, 4K. A lot of people didn't like it. They said that they didn't like. People have their own opinion, but I don't know. I like the first one better. The second one is still fucking pretty good. Wonder Woman 1984. don't blame me. That's just, I don't know. I'm just a big fan. Big fan of all superhero movies. Batman, Dark Knight, Marvel, all that stuff. So, but yeah, guys, just come to you guys with Vinnies Talk for a little bit. And I want to thank you guys for joining Vinnies Talk. Hey, until the next time, man, you guys know what to do. And thank you guys for joining. And we're about to sign off. So, take it easy. No. Thanks, guys, for watching. Like and subscribe. And catch you guys later. Peace. What do you do, baby?